Fatorik and Jensen capitalizing on a mistake.
Well, Bobby Hull tried to throw it across to LaPointe, and Steve Jensen just shot in between them, picked up the puck, and shot it by a surprise Rody Vachon.
This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. It's Canada 3 and USA 2. That scoring play, Steve Jensen, unassisted at 16:39 of the second period. Esposito, Dion, and Bobby Hull. Fatorik to Nairot. Nairot for Team USA, clears it to center. Guy Lapointe, number 5. Over to Watson. Watson just clears it in. Lopresti stops it, scoops it into the corner. Dion runs into Jensen. Esposito is checked by Nairot, and Bobby Hull goes in. Hull behind the Team USA net. Esposito's tied up. Hull gets it in front, and Watson was in too deep. Fatorik checked by Watson. Telefus clears it out to Fatorik. Fatorik is stopped there, and Bobby Hull, number 9, to Marcel Dion. Dion is given a hip check, and Lapointe runs into Steve Jensen. Jensen in front to Telefus. Over in front. Here's Sargent. His shot. Oh, and it hit Watson on the side of the head, and he's hurt. Watson took that shot at the side of his head, I think high on the forehead, and Lefty Wilson, the veteran trainer, is out there.
Here's Sargent moving right in. There's the shot off Sargent's stick, and it hits Jimmy Watson right on the side of the head. I hope he's all right. He went down immediately. Lefty Wilson was over the boards, attending to him now. But that would be a loss to Team Canada, and Jimmy Watson has played very steady hockey throughout the tournament, and he's one of the stabilizing forces on this defense. When you've got such puck handlers as Lapointe, Savard, and Orr, and Potvin, he's one of those guys that kind of settles things down and is a very strong defensive defenseman.
Jimmy Watson makes his home in northern BC, and his brother, of course, Joe Watson as well. And I'm sure all the hockey fans up in Smithers, British Columbia, will be watching this tonight. Watson is up. Got a nasty cut there, but I hope he's all right. It appears that the cut is just on the right side, perhaps above the eye, but it's too early and too far from this distance to really detect.
Well, a bounce here and a bounce there. Here we have the score 3-2. There's the pass coming across. Bobby Hull tried to throw it across to Lapointe. Steve Jensen moves right in, holds Vachon for a moment, and then shoots the puck high over his glove side. That's all you need. A little move here and a little move there, and 3-2, even though Team Canada's dominated the game completely with shots and territorial play. Here we have late in the second period, just a goal lead, and a bad break here, another bad break there. We've got a very tight hockey game going for us.
Earlier action today here at the Montreal Forum, the Soviet Union and Sweden played to a 3-3 tie. And in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens today, Czechoslovakia defeated Finland 8-0. At this point, Czechoslovakia with 2 straight victories have 4 points. Of course, Canada, playing their second game of the Canada Cup competition, lead this game 3-2. And we have 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second period. Guy Lafleur to Mahovlich. In over the line. Mahovlich gets a shot. Nanny stops that. And Lafleur almost got the loose puck in front. Polic coming back. 2 minutes and 11 seconds now in the second period remaining. Canada 3, Team USA 2. And back comes Team USA. Kurt Bennett takes the pass. Number 14 gets by Robinson. Robinson in front. And the pass just goes wide. Here's Milbury, slaps at it, hits Lafleur. And Shutt attempts to get a piece of it. Ahern knocks it down. And Savard, number 18 for Team Canada. 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining here in the second period. Back comes Shutt for Canada. Knocked down by Polic, and there'll be a penalty to Team USA. There have been 2 key injuries to Team Canada so far. Of course, the other night, Bobby Clark was injured, and now Watson this evening.
Well, here's Polic getting in front of Steve Joe. Up a little bit of a dump there. A little extra, yes. We have a little bit of the dive, but I certainly think he would have had the 2-minute minor anyway. But Shutt wanted to make sure, and he just took a little bit of a nose dive after Polic had him across the front of his body with a stick.
Number 33, Polish, is in the penalty box.
You know something, Bernie, on that injury to Jimmy Watson, the first guy over the boards was Bobby Orr. I noticed that Lefty Wilson right there to lend him that assistance to get out there and give the towel and a little bit of advantage to stop the bleeding to Jimmy Watson. It just shows you what concern the players have, and everybody has spoke very, very highly of Bobby Orr and his attitude in this series, and I think that's one indication. He was the first man over the boards to offer some assistance.
1 minute and 34 seconds remaining in the second period here at the Montreal Forum. Team Canada has outshot the USA 25-11. Outstanding goaltending by Pete Lepresti has kept the goals down to 3-2. A shot that hit the post as Orr let that go. Potvin in front. Patrick intercepts and clears it down the ice. Here's O'Flaherty racing after it again. Vachon's away out. Orr ties up O'Flaherty, but Patrick knocks it loose. The shots so far in the second period are even, 8-8. Here's Mahavlik in front of his own goal, watched by Patrick. Leaves it back for Potvin to Orr. Orr at center. Long pass for shot. Less than a minute to go in the second period. Potvin in front for Mahavlich. He couldn't reach it. Slaps at it. Nyrop knocks it down, and here's Patrick clearing it down the ice. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining in the penalty. 43 seconds remaining in the second period as Pete Mahavlich down the right side. Lafleur is offside.
Well, Guy Lafleur just jumped in there a little ahead of the play looking for the break. Actually, the puck did come through to him, but he was just a half a stride over the line. And Team Canada pressing a little now, looking for the opportunities when they have the advantage. But just a half a stride or just waiting that split second more. Lafleur probably still could have been there, but he was a little anxious in the play. Just jumped in a little ahead of the puck.
Rick Martin on the right side. Barber and Gilbert Perreault at center for Team Canada. Vitorik, number 8, with Dean Talafas out there for Team USA, and Nyrop comes over to the bench to talk to Bob Pulford. Nyrop, the captain of Team USA, also a member of the Montreal Canadiens in the NHL. Barber to Savard. 34 seconds remaining in the penalty. To Polic of Team USA. Savard circling inside his own blue line. Over on the left side to Barber. Talafas intercepts, gives it to Vitorik. Vitorik is beaten to the puck by Perreault. 18 seconds remaining here in the second period. Back comes Team Canada. Perreault takes it, goes off his stick. Nyrop left it there. Martin at the side of the goal. Martin with 5 seconds to the point. Over in the far side. Savard shoots, hits a player, and Talafas knocks it down the ice as the siren goes. To end the second period of play with Canada holding on to a 1-goal lead. Canada 3 and Team USA 2.
Well, that was the bounce that Team USA was looking for. That quick little pass that Jensen jumped in to grab, put it in the net behind Vachon. Now USA's back in the ball game.
This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Played exactly 2 minutes here in the third period. Here's Orr's shot, and Lepresti stops that. Barber right in front onto the stick of Sargent. Sargent watched by Leach, turned around, forced to go back in behind his own goal. With Mahavlich moving over to cover. Sargent slaps it outside the line. Polic after it, runs into Leach, still has the puck. Leach rides him off, and Dennis Potvin. And there'll be a penalty coming up for Leach. And Team Canada will play a man short. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Reggie Leach in the penalty box for Team Canada. 17 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the third period, but 7:37 of that time in the first 10 minutes before they change ends. And the face-off to the right of Rogie Vachon, Vitorik, and Daryl Sittler, all set for the draw. And it's not done fairly, so they'll do it over again as Orr and Jensen moved into the face-off circle before the puck was dropped. Steve Jensen, who played for the U.S. Olympic team at the Innsbruck Olympics, and went from there to Minnesota of the NHL and is playing with Team USA in this Canada Cup competition. Sargent for Team USA behind his own goal, watched by Bill Barber, takes it right out in front. Coming down right up the middle. Sargent still has it. Clearing pass off the boards. Vachon out of the net. Fedoruk watched by Bobby Orr. Fedoruk comes up with it. Gets it into the corner to Jensen. Back to Fedoruk. He's checked by Barber. Kicks at the puck. Orr moves in to help out, and Barber, along with Fedoruk, hold it against the boards.
We might watch here on this next faceoff. Team Canada has a very nice alignment. They don't put anybody in behind center Daryl Sittler taking the draw. Bobby Orr, the defenseman, who is normally playing behind, moves right to the side boards, and the previous draw, Sittler won the puck back right on Orr's forehand, and he was able to ice the puck immediately. But this is kind of a different alignment.
1 minute and 23 seconds remaining in the penalty to Reggie Leach. We've played 3 minutes here in the third period.
You see Orr there right against the boards. There he comes again. Right around behind, picks it up, gets it around to Barber.
Barber clears it down the ice, and going back for it is Norris. Lepresti stops it. Norris watched by Daryl Sittler, and he has it behind his own goal. Team USA trailing 3-2. And they have a power play here. Here's Nanny, number 23. In over the line with Talafas. The puck deflected high over the glass and out of play. 59 seconds remaining in the penalty to Leach. As we look at veteran Lou Nanny, the 35-year-old veteran from the Minnesota North Stars. He had 3 goals last year with the North Stars, and there's Bobby Orr, number 4. You'd have to say, Tom, that his knee is in pretty good shape, and the Chicago Blackhawks obviously quite happy about that.
Well, I'm sure I've seen Tommy Ivan here. He's got a big smile on his face.
Team USA changing now with 59 seconds remaining in the penalty to Leach. The face-off to the left of Vachon. Polic will take this face-off, and it's won by Canada. Lapointe to Mahovlich. Watched by Fedoruk. Here's Esposito. Esposito checked by Ahern. Spun around. Still has the puck. Dragging the puck back to center. Esposito checked by Ahern. Ahern comes up with it. Gives it to Nanny. He overskated it. Esposito inside the line. Checked by Nanny. Tries to get a face-off, and he does.
Well, the fans here giving Phil Esposito a rousing ovation because he just showed such determination. When he got that puck, he wouldn't give it up. He wouldn't give it up. He just kept turning and controlling the puck, moving away from Team USA checkers, and he was killing all kinds of time, and Team Canada's really done an excellent job of killing their penalties.
And Fred Ahern was covering Esposito. Ahern played with California last year, and with the move of the franchise, he's a member of the Cleveland Barons now. Here's Bobby Orr behind the Team USA net, had trouble with it. Polic is knocked over, and Bennett has the puck at center. Tries to get it to Polic, too far for him, and Lapointe. Number 5 inside his own blue line. 18 seconds remaining in the penalty to Leach. Here's Sargent winding up his shot, and that's knocked down. Sargent gets it again, kept in by Fedoruk. Fedoruk inside the line. Takes it outside the blue line. Team USA forced to regroup. Ahern has it knocked off his stick. Here's Sargent. Long pass to Bennett on the left side. Leach is back on, and Vachon makes the stop. In behind the goal, Orr to Esposito. 5 minutes and 27 seconds remain, or have been remain in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Nairov right to Ahern, and he comes back for Team USA. Down the right side, a shot. Oh, and a pad stop, and a great one by Rogie Vachon as he stuck out his right foot and caught it on the pad. Back comes Lapointe, a long pass for Leach. Leach is turned around momentarily, and Nairov ran into his own teammate. Intercepted by Gare, but here's Hansleden's shot, deflected by Lapointe wide. Into the corner, Esposito, and he holds it there along with Polic, with 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the first 10-minute session of the third period.
Not only has Phil Esposito done a great job when his team has had the man advantage, but he's done a great job here again when his team was a man short. Here's Ahern shooting the puck, and he came within an ace of getting his second goal, the same type of shot that he scored his first goal with. Rogie Vachon had to be very, very quick here to get his right pad on it. Here it is, the leg comes out, the lower part of his pad, and Rogie had to come up with a big stop. It was Ahern that got the first goal and got Team USA rolling in this hockey game.
And it's Canada 3, Team USA 2. 14 minutes, 51 seconds remain in the game. The face-off to the left of Rogie Vachon. Canada has outshot Team USA 27-13 at this point. A race for it. Jensen and Gare collide. Knocked against the boards, and here's Marcel Dionne. Dionne at his own blue line for Canada to Bobby Hull. Hull shot. Oh, and Lepresti came away out and knocked down the puck. In front again, Hull is tied up. Milbury, number 7, at the side of his own goal. A lead pass intercepted by Gare. Gare takes it outside the blue line. Telefus knocks him off stride, and here's Larry Robinson to Bobby Hull. Hull is checked by Fatorik. And he's been a pesky forward tonight for Team USA. Has done an excellent job of penalty killing and forechecking. Fatorik, number 8. Backhands a pass to center. Savard, number 18. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Nanny, as Dionne was dumped. No penalty. In behind the goal, Danny Gare, watched by Milbury. Intercepted. Jensen back for Team USA. A lead pass knocked down by Bobby Hull, and Savard has it at center, runs into Jensen, and there's another face-off.
We just saw a new combination for Team Canada there with Phil Esposito killing that previous penalty. Scotty Bowman moved Marcel Dionne to center, position which he plays normally, with Danny Gare on the right wing, and on the left wing, Bobby Hull. But the crowd were really upset about Dionne being upset here. They felt it should be a penalty, and perhaps, Bernie, there should have been 2 minutes given to Team USA on that play.
Well, Milbury, number 7, did a pretty good stick job on Marcel Dionne. But it went unnoticed by the referee, and both teams are at full strength. Canada 3 and the USA 2. 13 minutes and 32 seconds remain in the third period. Kept in by Patricks. Off the boards, Dennis Potvin, number 6. In the white jersey, Canada. Potvin leaves it for Perreault, ahead to Guy Lafleur. Knocked off Martin's leg and all the way back, and Gary Sargent inside his own blue line. Sargent to Patrick. Patrick for Team USA, coming up to center ice. Into the corner after the puck. Bobby Orr takes it from Vachon. Orr leaves it for Perreault, and he winds up. Gilbert Perreault at center. Gets by Patrick. Over the line, checked by Nyroff. Still has the puck. Scoops it in front. Oh, right on goal. And Lepresti had to be sharp there as it deflected off his defenseman's skate. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. Back to the action here at the Montreal Forum. Canada 3 and Team USA 2. 12 minutes and 51 seconds remain to be played in the third period. They'll change ends after 10 minutes. Bobby Orr, his shot. It hits Sargent in front. He's up with the puck and gives it to Patrick. Patrick going in with Chartrand and Bennett. Gets by Potvin, then knocked over, and Orr carries on. Ahead to Lafleur, too far for him. Nyroff to Bennett. Intercepted by Perreault. Perreault in over the line, his shot, and Nyroff stopped that. Lafleur lets it go, and again Nyroff is there. Chartrand dekes by Martin down the right side. Fires it in, but Bennett is offside as he broke in over the blue line.
Well, Scotty Bowman again is changing up his combinations. He had Guy Lafleur playing with a portion of the French connection with Perreault and Martin, and he's moving the lines around a little bit now, late in the hockey game.
Next game for Canada will be on Tuesday night at Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. Canada will play Sweden, and that game will be televised live by CTV. Other games on Tuesday, the Soviet Union will play Finland here at the Montreal Forum, while Czechoslovakia will play the USA on Tuesday in Philadelphia. There's a shot. Lepresti grabs that off the stick of Darryl Sittler. And the Toronto Maple Leaf captain let that one fly. That's the 28th stop for Pete Lepresti.
Well, Darryl Sittler doing what he does well. Darryl Sittler usually takes all opportunities to shoot once he's inside the blue line, and he didn't waste any time getting that shot away on Lepresti.
Back to Savard inside the line. Savard watched by Jerry O'Flaherty, gives it to Leach. His shot deflected by Barber high and wide. Sittler takes a check. In behind the net, Barber in there with Leach. Barber's tied up by Norris. Savard tries to get it in front. Knocked down by Hangsleben down the ice, and Guy Lapointe. To Savard, over his stick, gets it again, runs into Norris. Watched by Jerry O'Flaherty over on the right side, clears it in, and into the corner, Lou Nanne, number 23, runs into Leach. Hangsleben checked by Sittler. Leach in front, Barber couldn't reach it. Slaps it off the board. Sittler behind the net. He's checked. Still has the puck. Oh, and he tried to set it up. Here's Barber's shot. And Lepresti stopped that. Norris clears it down the ice. A rolling puck over the line. And it's icing. And Pete Lepresti, understandably, is a tired individual as he leans on the crossbar.
Well, here we have the quick shot. The puck almost gets by Lepresti, and Norris, in desperation, fires the puck off the boards and down the ice.
It's Canada 3 and the USA 2. 11 minutes and 14 seconds remain to be played in the third period. The face-off will be to the right of Lepresti with Phil Esposito against Robbie Fatorik. Fatorik, the tenacious checker of this USA hockey team. And last year with Phoenix in the WHA, he had 41 goals and 72 assists. And a very valuable member of this USA team tonight. Esposito over the line to Dion, tries to return it to Bobby Hull. Hull is knocked off stride. 1 minute remaining until the 10-minute break here in the third period. Potvin to Marcel Dion. Both teams at full strength. Bobby Hull winds up at center. Going in with Dion. He takes the pass right in front of the goal. A shot. And it goes wide. Potvin carries on to Esposito. Esposito to Hull in front. And that's intercepted by Dean Telefus. Telefus to Steve Jensen down the right side, number 12. Checked by Potvin. Potvin lost it. Dion is given a jolt by number 15, Telefus, and they hold it there. 26 seconds remaining, and they start to mix it up. John D'Amico, one of the linesmen, along with Luther. Luther grabs Potvin to make sure nothing happens. And they exchange a few verbal comments, and that's about the extent of it.
Well, here we have Potvin and Steve Jensen mixing it up in the corner, a little elbow high, and Potvin comes back with a little shot. With a shot, and here we go. We have the little Hayrube in the corner, but it's quickly broken up. I'm really impressed, Bernie, with, in fact, I'm going to put my 2 cents in worth for young Gary Sargent. I think he's played a strong game on Team USA's defense tonight. I think he's cleared the puck well. I think he's played well defensively, and he's my nomination as one of the U.S. players as the player of the game tonight.
No question about that. He has been impressive. Gary Sargent, a member of the Los Angeles Kings, and I guess with his coach Bob Pulford handling the team, he's giving it that extra little effort as well. Here comes Bobby Orr. Up with Hull and Dion over the line. Orr is checked by Sargent, and it's cleared up over the glass and out of play with 13 seconds remaining. There's Bob Pulford, former Toronto Marlboro junior, and a great member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Also played with the Los Angeles Kings before taking over the coaching duties and has done an excellent job there.
Well, I'm sure what Pulley's looking for is a goal early in the second half of the third period, and if they can get on the scoreboard at that point, they're just going to check. But they need a break here.
Canada 3, Team USA 2, and Potvin has the puck at center to Marcel Dion to Esposito. Dion slap shot, deflected wide, off the board. Sargent with 5 seconds remaining. Against the boards with Bobby Hull. Dion's up with it. Over here to Potvin, and the siren goes to end the first 10 minutes of play. Canada 3, Team USA 2. This is Canada Cup 76 on CTV. And in this game here, it's Canada leading Team USA 3-2 as we head into the final 10 minutes of play. The other game in the tournament played at Maple Leaf Gardens tonight. Czechoslovakia defeated Finland 8-0. Off the boards, Lepresti out of the net, leaves it for Milbury. Milbury to Craig Patrick, too far for him, and Lapointe, number 5, his shot. Lafleur after it into the corner, watched by Chartrand. Guy Lafleur gives it to Gilbert Perreault. He's checked in front, outside the blue line, and Lapointe back to his side of center ice. Over to Robinson, to Rick Martin. He clears it into the corner. Lafleur and Milbury in after it. Milbury's up with it for Team USA to Craig Patrick. Right in front, here's Martin. His shot, oh, and Lepresti stopped that. A one-on-one situation. Martin let it go, and Lepresti again in top form.
Well, what a stop that was. And here we have Milbury very loose with the puck. Martin takes his time, goes around. Lepresti goes down, but he manages just to keep up long enough to keep that low shot. Martin taking his time again. Lepresti diving across. stops the puck. But Milbury threw it without looking in his own zone, and Martin came within an ace of getting that insurance goal for Team Canada.
Here's Patrick going in. Chartrand on his right. The shot deflected by Robinson. Up and out of play. Canada 3, Team USA 2. And the shots up to this point, Canada has outshot Team USA 30-13. And there's Craig Patrick.
Actually, I think Craig, there's Chartrand talking to him. It was a 2-on-1 situation. He didn't take the look, but Chartrand was free on the right side. And if he'd have slipped on the puck, he might have had a better opportunity than the shot that Craig took himself.
Ahern on the right, Polish at center, Bennett on the left. Peter Mahovlich, Barber, and Leach out there for Team Canada. Bobby Orr. Canada in this period has outshot Team USA 5-2. Orr behind his own goal. Mahovlich takes the pass on the right side, clears it right on the net. Lepresti stops it. Nyroff, number 2. Bill Nyroff, member of the Montreal Canadiens, one time an excellent quarterback in college football. In fact, Bill Nyroff was a backup quarterback at Notre Dame. Decided to pursue a hockey career in the Montreal Canadiens. Quite happy that he selected hockey.
Well, here we have Big Peter playing at center again. Scotty's moving the lines around. He has Leach and Barber on the side now, so this is another change. Scotty's shaking things up a little bit with his forwards.
Nyroff behind his own goal for Team USA to Kurt Bennett, number 14. Bennett almost had it intercepted by Bobby Orr, and here's Potvin, checked by Bennett. Nyroff knocks Potvin down out of his offside at the U.S. blue line with 8 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the game. Canada 3, Team USA 2.
Well, the fans here thought again that Denny Potvin was interfered with and knocked down and was screaming for the penalty, but really there was an offside called previous on the play.
Bobby Orr at center. Back to Dennis Potvin. Potvin just clears it into the corner. Bennett races back for it. Watched by Leach. Overskates it. Nyroff, number 2. To Ahern. Potvin keeps it in behind the boards again. Nyroff, watched by Mahovlich. Leach carries on, his shot wide. On the far side, Potvin. Oh, and that puck is kicked out by Lepresti. Back comes Team USA, led by Polish, over the line, in front, and intended for Ahern, but Potvin intercepts. Potvin to Mahovlich. Sargent breaks that up. Sargent, number 4, to Bennett, inside his own blue line. Up to center ice, Polish breaking on the left. Bennett over the line, his shot. Oh, and that's kicked out by Vachon, as he got his right pad on that shot of Bennett's. Into the corner, Ahern, number 34. Esposito to Marcel Dion. Bounces off his stick, intercepted. Polish feeds Bennett. Bennett going in with Ahern, over the line. Checked by Orrs, knocked down. Dion fell. And it's scooped down the ice, and going back for it is Lou Nanne. 7 minutes and 19 seconds remain in the game. Canada 3. Team USA 2 with Savard, number 18. Behind his own goal, leaves it for Bobby Hull. Hull, number 9 of the Winnipeg Jets, to his own blue line. Got Dion on the left side. He takes the pass. Dion right in front to Esposito. Esposito, number 7. Oh, and he had his pass knocked down. Has trouble, gets by Telefus. He's upset. Puck comes back to LaPointe. A shot. And it hit Nanne and went wide. On the far side, Savard into